Hey guys, this is Justin from GuitarMadeEZ.com, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about this little guy right here, which I discovered only, oh man, about 6 months ago when I was playing with some friends. And this thing has changed the way I look at metronomes, guitar tuners. It's honestly amazing is what it is. So what this is, it's the SNARK SN-1 guitar tuner, okay? And in my videos I always talk to you about how important it is to be in the right tuning, to stay in tune. This thing is unbelievable for that. Well, what's the difference between this and the old tuner that I used to pitch? Because this is the guy that I was using up until about, 6 months ago. And I loved it. It was a great tuner, but I had no idea that this thing was out here, okay? So the difference is, when I'm sitting here and I'm playing a gig and I got a bunch of other musicians around me that are jamming, that they're playing their guitars, they won't stop playing and being silent so I can tune my guitar to the proper tuning. This thing right here, if I was tuning with this and I have noise around me, it's going to pick up all that noise and it's going to go all over the place. It's not going to be able to focus in on my instrument, okay? Because it tunes by sound. So it picks up all the sound in the room, not just my guitar, but the TV that's on, okay? The screaming kid, the other guitarist that's, playing little licks. It's going to pick up everything, okay? So this thing kind of sucks, all right? I know I've told you it's great in the past. I'm over it, okay? I hope you are too. And this is the reason why this guy is just that much better, all right? Because what it does is it tunes by vibration. So I clamp this thing onto my headstock, and it doesn't matter if there's a TV on, if there's another band playing, if there's a screaming kid, whatever, all right? It's only going to tune to my guitar. So this is really important in shows. I find a lot of times when I used to go out of tune in shows, what I'd do is I'd sit there, I'd turn down my guitar almost all the way, just a little bit, so I could hear it and so the tuner could pick it up. But what would happen is the people in the audience could also hear it too. So it kind of just takes away from the musicianship and the professionalism that goes with, playing a show and playing guitar, okay? So let's see here. Always make sure it's clamped onto your headstock too, or you're probably gonna drop it. But that's the cool thing too, is this, I'd lose these guys. These guys are, I think, about 20 bucks. I'd lose them all the time, okay? You never know where they're at. I'd have them on my desk at my house, or I'd leave them, on a gig or wherever. So they just go missing, and you gotta pay 20 bucks. So this thing right here is almost half the price, and it clamps right onto your headstock, okay? So you never really lose it. It's also, it's a little bit smaller than the chord tuner. Yeah, it's a little bit bulkier, but I mean, if you clamp this on your headstock, you can put this into your guitar case, and it's gonna fit just fine, okay? So that's the biggest thing, is you're not gonna lose it. You're gonna keep this thing for a while, and it's very durable. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped this thing, and it still worked on me, all right? When this guy, if I drop it, the batteries are gonna pop out. I think this guy runs on 2 AAA batteries. I believe it does. This one right here runs on one of those little, it's almost like a watch battery. It's the same battery you would use in maybe a remote control for a TV, a small remote control, but it's that CR2032, that little circular battery, so it's a lot smaller, fits right in there, and works great, okay? So now let's go over some of the functions of this guy. All right, guys, so this is the SNARK SN-1 guitar tuner, okay? And now I'm gonna go over some of the features with you, so you can see kind of how it works, all right? So this is it right here, okay? As you can see, it's a little bit smaller than the Korg. It is a little bit bulkier, like I talked about previously, but believe me, it's way, way better, okay? So right now I'm gonna turn it on, okay? And before anything, I guess we'll talk about the clamp. This clamp is awesome. Some other clamps out there that are guitar tuner clamps, they don't have the rubber, okay? It's really important to have the rubber on there, because if you don't have rubber on there, or if you have one that's gonna fall off easily, because sometimes these pads just come off, it's gonna scratch your headstock, okay? So it's really important, especially if you have a nice guitar you don't wanna trash, like a Martin, a Taylor, something like that, you want to have this rubber padding on there, so when it clamps on, it's not going to scratch your headstock, okay? Very important. It's a basic spring clamp, and it should fit pretty much every headstock out there, unless you have some crazy custom super thick headstock, okay? So that's what the clamp looks like. Now I'm going to turn this puppy on, okay? So notice right now I'm talking and it's not tuning. All right, that's the most amazing thing in the world. So I could have somebody screaming in the other room, I could have a band playing over there, It only tunes by vibration through this clamp and then to the tuner, okay? So it's only going to tune my guitar. Now, yeah, I'm sure if you have a jet in the other room, or, you know, something extremely loud, maybe if there's a band playing 5 feet away from you, you know, at full volume, yeah, it might pick it up, because that vibration would be so loud it would probably still vibrate this. But if I kind of tap it with my finger right there, or if I, let's see, it's starting to pick it up because I'm making vibrations, all right? So it will pick up vibration, but it's made to pick up only the vibration of your guitar, okay? So as you can see, if I, you can see the screen right there, and you'll see it hit a note. See, it's going to see right there. All right, now when it goes into the green, that means it's too sharp. When it should be all red, and they go right to the little dash above the note to be in perfect tune, okay? So if it's over here too much, it's going to be a little bit too sharp. You got to bring it back right to the center. And if it's this way, it's too flat. You got to bring it right to the center. So you got to tighten your strings to go there and loosen your strings to go there. Remember, right in the center is in perfect tune with that note, okay? So let's go to the back now. And this has some of the coolest features I've ever seen on a guitar tuner, okay? So if we go to the back here, yeah, obviously you have your pitch calibration, which you're not going to be messing with that really a whole lot, okay? That's something that it'll basically change the pitch of certain notes and stuff like that. You don't want to mess with that, okay? But these 3 other buttons, this is where it gets really cool, okay? If I tap this button right here, this is the metronome button. Yeah, this thing is also a metronome, okay? And so you can buy a metronome for 20, you know, to 50 bucks. You can buy a guitar tuner like this guy for about 20 bucks. You know, that's 70 bucks you could shell out, all right, when this guy is 1/7 roughly of that price, okay? So it's awesome. So, all right, so I'm gonna tap the metronome button right there. And now look, it automatically goes to 100 beats per minute, okay? So it's tapping at 100 beats per minute, all right? Now, with these up and down arrows on the back, I can go down or up. So let's take that down a little bit. I can go to whatever beat I want, okay? So this thing's totally adjustable. I'm going back up now. Let's see, if I hold it, it goes a little bit faster, see? So what's so important about this is if you're playing a show, I'm gonna stop it right now. I can even go down to 40. I think it has automatic settings in, so where if I tap this button, it'll just basically jump in increments up and down in beats per minute. So that's really important, because if you go to a show and if you're really nervous, this is the best thing for you, because what you do when you're nervous, your heart rate goes up, okay? So what you want to do is you want to get your heart rate to go down, okay? So at a show, if you have this thing clamped onto your headstock, you can sit there and pluck 16th notes to the beat, okay? And first we'd start out, I'd say about 90, all right? And so all I would do is pluck, pluck, pluck. Let's do that. I'll show you what I mean, okay? So I would go down to 90, and I would sit there and just pluck, pluck on the heartbeats, okay? So pluck, 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 pluck. All right, then I would take it down. I'd go down to about probably, we could go down to 75. All right, then you pluck to 75. Do that for about 2 minutes. Then go down even farther, okay? Go down to 60, then go down to 40. And just make sure you're only plucking on the heartbeats, okay? This is going to bring your heart rate way down, all right? Causing you not to be so nervous, okay? So that's a huge thing that I had a problem with, and I used to have to use a metronome that looked like this, that had that loud, annoying ticking sound, and I would be at a show and people would be like, what is that guy doing, okay? It kind of looks, I don't know, it kind of looks or not really that professional, okay? So this is another great capability that this little tuner has. So just another thing to keep in mind when you get this thing, okay? All right, guys, so right now let's talk about price. This thing right here, if you go to Guitar Center, you're gonna buy for probably about 20 bucks, okay? Some Best Buys, they have the musician section in there, and you're also gonna find it right around 20 bucks, okay? However, if you go to the link that I put in the description below, and you go to that link, it'll send you to my website, and I've got another link through my website where you'll find it the cheapest price you can find it online, okay? And you'll also get it shipped directly to your door, okay? So you won't even have to leave your house. You can stay inside your studio like a zombie and not leave the house and get it shipped right to your doorstep, okay? So that's the cheapest price you'll find it. Last I saw it was for about 11 bucks on this site. So if you guys go there right now, click on the link below in the description. That'll take you to my site, and then click on the links on that page, and that'll take you to the site where you can buy it, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, please let me know. And literally, this thing has been the best thing that I've discovered. Probably my best guitar accessory that I've ever owned. So especially for the price, all the stuff that this thing can do, and calm your nerves before a show, I mean, just unbelievable. So keep watching my lessons, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and I will see you guys on the next guitar lesson. Thank you.